think enough people realize just how important the invention of the stethoscope is. Invented back in 1816, at first it doesn't seem all that extraordinary. It's just a couple of tubes and an earpiece, all just to listen to a heartbeat. But when you die, doctors rely on checking your heartbeat to make sure that you're actually dead. And there's many scenarios where you can't feel a pulse by hand without a stethoscope, like drownings, overdoses, or a stroke. So before 1816, being buried alive was a very real concern, and doctors had to come up with all kinds of crazy ways to make sure that a patient was actually dead. And the best way they could think to do that was causing so much pain, they'd have to be dead to ignore it. They would slice the bottoms of their feet with razors, jam needles under their toenails, blast extremely loud sounds into their eardrums. But that wasn't enough for some people, I guess. One French priest recommended sticking a red-hot poker up their butt. Another French physician invented his own set of nipple clamps, and another invented a device to shoot tobacco up the butt. You better hope that you were actually dead and not just having a stroke. And it wasn't just the French either. A Swedish doctor suggested sticking bugs in a patient's ear canal. But the craziest method of all comes from another French doctor. I don't know what was up with the French, but he wrote an entire guide to his technique called rhythmic tongue pulling that had to be done for at least 3 hours before declaring the patient deceased. I actually don't know if they used their hands or their mouth for that one. But I think most people realized how ridiculous this all was, and the most common method was to just wait a few days for the body to show signs of decomposing. So if you died before the invention of the stethoscope, your body would most likely just sit in a doctor's office for a few days until it started to smell, or you woke up.